Hello, I'm Jordan Rich with WBZ Radio in Boston, in conversation with many who are doing their part to help others in need during the COVID-19 pandemic. With me on the line is celebrated chef and owner of the Blue Dragon restaurant in Boston, Ming Tsai. Ming, you've teamed up with another restaurateur from the Midwest to offer food and more to your workers. Thanks for taking a few minutes to join us. How did your relief efforts get underway?
Thanks for chatting about this, Jordan. We need a lot of support from everyone. Very proudly, Blue Dragon has been a food pantry. Started actually with the brainchild of a great chef named Ed Lee in Kentucky. He started the Lee Initiative with the financial support of Maker's Mark, the bourbon company. He very smartly asked Maker's Mark a month plus ago, says, look, you guys have budgets for marketing and parties and promotions in every city across the country for 2020. That's not happening. No one's gathering. So let's use that money, it's budgeted, and give it to me. This is to Ed, and I will set up a food bank in every major city with a chef friend of mine. 3+ weeks ago, Ed reached out to me and said, hey, can you Blue Dragon do this in Boston? I said, absolutely.
So things have evolved and you've had to pivot, as many of us have. Tell us more.
We closed Blue Dragon the Friday before it was mandated, I think like Monday or Tuesday. We never closed it completely. I had to unfortunately lay off 25 of my 28 people. My 3 salary people stayed behind, and they kept it running, doing no contact to-go food and using the services, Caviar and Uber Eats. That's doing fine. It's providing a need. It provides the biggest need, which my chef, Christine Canlis, said, look, we still got to keep doing family meal for our 25 that aren't working. And I completely agreed. In the first week when we did this, we're like, no one's coming to get food. Find out after speaking to our dishwashers and cooks and whatnot that live like in East Boston and Dorchester, they were all too scared to ride the T. All too scared to take an Uber to come in, which makes tons of sense, right? You can't. They either have a grandfather at home or have newborns at home, and all these people live in families of 4 and 6. And so the first week we just did food just for our staff, and we brought it to them. Just literally, Christine and Gabe would drive it to East Boston, give it to them, no contact, and we would do 10% revenue to go. The following Monday, we started the food bank. Again, we got like 50 people the first day at Dragon, and I thought we'd be getting hundreds because, again, there's so many unemployed restaurant people. But again, it was lower numbers, realizing that people didn't want to come out.
And Ming, you're taking the relief effort on the road with some key help.
With a great guy named Ernie Campbell, who owns Jamaican Me Hungry, who has a food truck, and he's partnering with us. And now we're bringing every day, Monday through Friday, at 1 o'clock to the Orient Heights Tea Stop. We're bringing the Jamaican Me Hungry truck, setting up shop there, 1 o'clock till food runs out. We're doing them 300 plus people now. And just this last week, my buddy Jody, who you know, said, hey, look, I have staff also in East Boston. Can I throw some more food on the truck? And I'm like, absolutely. So we all have cooks that live in the East Boston and some, of course, Dorchester. And it's been very rewarding to be able to get some food to these people. We give them a meal for 4 or a meal for 8. However many people live in your household, we'll give it to you. We're also one of the most popular gifts we're giving besides the toiletries is actually a bag of raw rice or a bag of beans. Because in the Asian community, in the Latino community, nothing brings normalcy back than when you actually get to cook a pot of rice or rice and beans at home. We cannot forget about all of those restaurant workers that are below the radar.
A lot of folks out there, fans of yours and other restaurateurs, we want to help the workers. What's the best way?
So if you want to support the Boston Food Banks, and by the way, we're getting huge support from local people like the Boston Food Bank and Keneally Meats and Captain Martin's Seafood, and everyone's stepping up. So the more donations we get, the longer we can stay open. I've asked just good friends and people that have capacity to either just give money to leeinitiative.org, or if you want to feel like you're making a directer impact, you can go to Amazon. We have a list of toiletries, and a lot of my friends are buying and just drop shipping it at Blue Dragon.
Finally, you're passionate about great food, but even more so about helping others. So please talk with me about your overall philosophy, something we hope to share with many.
The more we are kind, the kindness curve will take over the COVID curve, but everyone has to be kind. Because honestly, there's 3 people in the world right now. There's no longer color of skin, your political party, your sexual preference. No, it doesn't matter. Your religious right. The only types of people right now, there are 3. There's healthy, there's infected, and there's dying. You are one of those 3 people right now in this world. So if you're healthy, you absolutely have the responsibility to be kind to everyone, to help the infected ones not get to the death stage. And then, of course, the ones that are dying, trying to keep them, get the PPP. We got to get our nurses and doctors all the equipment. It is a trying test for our country, for our world, but kindness will prevail. And the world will thank us at the end. I'm not saying this is a great thing. It's not. It's the worst thing that ever happened to any of us in our entire lives, hopefully. But we can get through it. We are human beings. We are one of those three people. Take care of the person to your right and left, and we just may see light at the end of the tunnel.
Ming Tsai, stay well and thank you. 2 sites for you to check out. First, go to leeinitiative.org. That's L-E-E initiative.org. And also Ming, M-I-N-G.com. To quote my guest, Ming Tsai, peace and good eating. This is Jordan Rich. Take care.